So now you can manage sessions efficiently, resuming, forking, or starting fresh without repeating work. That control sets you up perfectly for our next topic, choosing the right built-in tool. You'll learn to match tools to your questions and handle cases where edit can't lock onto a unique anchor, so your edits land exactly where you intend. By the end of this module, you can pick the right built-in for the question and recover when edit cannot find a unique anchor. Here is how this module builds up. The distinction isn't just the tool name, it's the shape of the problem each tool solves. grep answers, where is this text, inside files. glob answers, which files match this path pattern. Read answers, what does this file contain, once you know which file matters. Edit answers, change this specific thing using a unique string as the anchor. Getting this wrong means you'll use glob to find a function definition and get nothing, or read every file to count to-dos, burning context for no reason. The failure this prevents is context exhaustion. In production, reading every file in a module to answer what does this flow do fills the context window with irrelevant code, pushes out important instructions, and slows everything down. It also costs more in token usage. grep gives you the exact lines that match, so you can then read only the files that matter. This is the architectural judgment the exam is testing, knowing that the cheapest, fastest answer comes from the right tool, not from brute force. Let's work the refund flow question. The request is, what does the refund flow actually do? You don't know which file starts the flow, so you begin with grep to search for something like def refund or a route that mentions refund. That gives you the entry point file. Now you read that file. It imports a handler, a validator, and a payment gateway. You read each of those in turn, following the logic. The alternative, reading every file in the refunds module, would give you test files, utilities, and config that have nothing to do with the flow. That burns context and misses the point. The other cases are on the page. Caller search is pure grep, test file discovery is pure glob, and the timeout change is an edit. The durable rule is, match the question to the tool shape. If you're asked about something inside files, callers, errors, comments, use grep. If you're asked about file locations or names, use glob. If you already know which file you need and want to understand its logic, use read. If you need to change a specific thing, use edit with a unique anchor. And never, ever read every file in a directory to answer a single question. That's not just an exam mistake. In a real system, it wastes tokens, slows responses, and risks hitting context limits. The reason we reject read all files is that it bypasses the precision these tools give you. It's the brute force approach that fails at scale. This part is testcraft. The exam will give you a scenario and offer tool choices. The distractor is almost always the tool that matches the wrong shaped glob when you need grep, or read all files when you need a targeted sequence. The two-tool trace question is a classic. If you answer with a single read or a bulk read, you've fallen for the context exhaustion trap. The exam is scoring your ability to pick the efficient, precise tool, because that's what separates an architect who builds scalable systems from one who burns context on every request. This is the recovery pattern when edit can't find a unique anchor. It is not about avoiding edit altogether. Edit is still the first choice for surgical changes. The distinction people get wrong is treating read plus write as the default. It's the fallback, used only when widening the anchor fails or when multiple edits make a single coherent rewrite safer. Without this pattern, a non-unique edit either fails noisily or, worse, succeeds on the wrong match and introduces a bug that's hard to spot. In production, that means a config value changed in the wrong environment or a function refactor that misses half its callers. The cost is debugging sessions that start with "it works on my machine" and end with a rollback. The read plus write fallback prevents the fragile anchor problem where two edits on a JSON line step on each other, corrupting the file. Take the drill case, edit fails on retries equals 3 because it appears 5 times. First, widen the anchor. If the instance you want is under a database section, include that header line in the next setting. That makes the anchor unique and edit succeeds. If the file is a small config with several values to change, read plus write is better. Read the whole file, change all 5 retries values in one pass, and write it back. The alternative, 5 separate edits with fragile anchors, loses because a change in one line can shift the context for the next edit. The document's other cases follow the same logic. They're on the page. The durable rule: when edit fails on a non-unique match, your first move is always to widen the anchor with surrounding context. Only if that's impossible or the file is small enough to rewrite safely do you fall back to read plus write. Reject the temptation to ask a bigger model or the user; those bypass the tool's designed recovery path and introduce latency and ambiguity. For tracing through re-export wrappers, the two-pass enumeration is the only reliable method. A single grep for the function name misses aliased imports, and that's the reason it loses. This is tested with items that offer use a bigger model or ask the user to disambiguate as options. Both are distractors. The correct answer is always the tool's own fallback: widen the anchor, then read plus write. For the wrapper trace, the distractor is a single grep for the function name. The exam expects the two-pass enumeration. This part is testcraft. Know that the exam rewards the documented pattern over plausible-sounding shortcuts. Remember, tracing questions often need two tools. Stay disciplined, only read files in the module. If edit can't find a unique anchor, it fails silently, so use its documented fallback instead of guessing.